It's so cold. No, my bad, my bad. My phone be connected to my car, like when I have to start it. So I totally spaced that because I was like, oh, let me say good morning to the children of the corn, so that y'all could understand that I finally figured out something when it comes to this whole intent to deliver concept of the law and justice, okay? Because I had this really strange feeling, because like I told everyone, it's only one Briera. There's only one Briera, and coincidentally, when you Google my name, addresses come up, place of employment, and stuff like that. So I tend to see that, when people pull at my energy for whatever the intent is, that is where we end up landing. And I say, wow, I think that that's pretty bizarre if you ask me, because that just goes to show that it's not about what was, but it's about the intent. So that's why it's always the immature energies that is able to be pulled at, because the mature energy can't ever be found, right? So I finally got that in depthly, right? Catching someone in the act, really seeing them for doing something. So I'm like, oh, now I finally understand what the intent to deliver actually means. So that's what I came on here to say this morning. I was trying to tell you good morning, and I finally understand what the intent, like where that whole concept came from, right? Because you never know if somebody has drugs to be used, or like using them or delivering them. But I finally understand where that intent came from. So we're going to use that moving forward, just so, everybody is aware of that. Because I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was like that. But it's like that. So it's like, oh, wee. But yeah, I wanted to say good morning. It's Wednesday. I hope everybody have a fantastic day. Okay. I hope you were able to leave out for work and school on time. Got you a little coffee, got you a little breakfast. The children had waffles for breakfast today. I try to keep it at my coffee. I don't have enough creamer in my coffee, but it's okay because I should have went to the store yesterday. I was preoccupied yesterday. Well, not really. I had to clean up from the night before because we was doing the project, and then I sat down and I watched the special, and then it just really, really, really irritated me. Thank you. Always. The roads are not bad at all. It's just really cold. It's -7 degrees right now outside. So don't mind me. Here, I'll put my seatbelt on since I'm on live. Don't mind me. I just really don't be wanting to put my seatbelt on. When you got all these clothes on, you feel like I feel like I'm one of those things where people are, you know. But I had to put my seatbelt on. What are you guys up to today? Are you going to have a great Wednesday? Because this truck just like, I don't even know. Oh, I can't see that right now, but yeah, that was super funny. I really no, like that's what I was trying to tell you guys in the house too when I was just on live. I was trying to say that it never shows why I'm actually being pulled at, but it always shows the people like that it's pulling at my energy, and it's so funny to me. I'd be just like, oh, I just didn't know. I just didn't know, But now I do, so it makes it a lot better, It makes things when you don't know something, you just don't know. But when you know something, it changes the whole perspective. It changes the whole approach. It changes the whole conversation. So That's what I'd be happy for. And I'm kind of encouraging people to stop googling people, because I promise you, whatever is on even about little old me, whatever is on Google. Oh, where are you, George? But for little old me, I be like, I know for a fact we not back in this industry. Oh my goodness. But it's okay. I know sometimes it sounds a little galactic, but we'll figure out how to help the people. I call them the children of the corn. I call everybody the children of the corn because that makes more sense than, being scary, or, being ruthless, or just being ignorant. I just feel like children of the corn is under the umbrella of all of that, right? So it's like, everybody's children of the corn. Even my children are children of the corn. hmm hmm They annoy the shit out of me. We're not early today, but we're right on time. Right, Ty? Yeah, we're right on time. Mom would be trying to be a little early, but at the same time, I really don't, because it doesn't matter. But I did not get good sleep last night. No, I was not sleeping like a baby. Usually I sleep like a baby through the stupidity, but last night I had got woken up. I'm like, ooh, caught your ass in the act, didn't I? I sure did. And then, and after that, it was just a whole bunch of that pulling of that adolescent, energy. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Let me help you out and understand what the intent to deliver actually mean. And that's where, the whole breaking off into what the fuck I really, really have been not getting my sleep for. Because I need my beauty sleep, okay? I need beauty sleep. If I don't have my beauty sleep, I'm like this all day. They gonna be like, "What's wrong with Bree?" I'm gonna be like, "Nah, I didn't get my beauty sleep, so now it's all about school." No, I'm telling you, you'll see. Just bear with me on that one. Y'all should have watched that Scorpio one I just shared from 3 years ago, when they thought that meant that I was being sent on a journey. But anywho, you should have watched it. It will help you understand what the fuck is really going on, and why Briere is where I am. Why do you get creeped out when you see the cornfields? I want to know that. Hold on, George. I gotta take my daughter into school though. Why you get creeped out? That's interesting. It is cold out there. I'm glad I didn't leave my key. Yeah, I want to know why you get creeped out. See, I like the cornfield. I like the whole maze feeling of them. I love to see all the vegetables growing. That just means our planet is healthy. Let me put my seatbelt on, child. Let me put my seatbelt on. But I wonder why you feel creeped out. Why do you feel creeped out? Sorry, are you ready? Okay, we're almost there. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. Oh, how can you just go back to sleep? I did not want to wake up. I made everybody get up and just get dressed, get their bodies clean. So I'm like, maybe if I'm tired, they're tired too. Maybe. hmm I try not to think about what has been going on out there. I'm a I won't make promises that I can't keep when it comes to the things that I indulge in and the people that I actually watch and learn something from. But coincidentally, I really wish that, people, that feels like they were done so wrong in the past, their whole upbringing, the way they were blackballed and all sorts of things. I really wish that they can correlate what the fuck they feel like was taken from them with what is happening so we can get to the root of even why those people were positioned to be able to take from you and be replacing you as being, the star of that moment, right? So until people that steals crying every 5 seconds shows who they truly are and where they truly come from and why they came from it still gives, you've done things and you sacrifice things to be where you are. And sometimes it pans out and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. But coincidentally, the very people that I have been already tailored to before even really growing up in the world is the very people that is like, see why I keep my distance, but I pay attention and I just be like, this is better than this gets better and better. It just gets better and better. Like like even like that, like Aaliyah, right? I'd be like, if Aaliyah was still alive, and then she was the famous one, and she was the one with all the clout and stuff, then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. So you had to do all that and do all this, but by her being dead and you being the motherfucker still here causing problems, it just so looks like this was what it was. So until we can see where you've come from and why, then you will be considered the corporate of it all. Okay, you will be considered the corporate of it all. Get it? I hope you do, because we're getting to the roots of these situations. We take them out by the roots. Okay, the roots. Oh, Silas, we only 1 minute late. Look at us. We're only 1 minute late, son. We're only 1 minute late. Hold on. I move up a little bit more. We're only 1 minute late. Your teacher is even still standing there. Whew, it's a cold one. -5. Should a gentleman push a lady's stool in on the first date? Well, you should push the lady's stool in every day. If we're on a date, I would. I mean, I would think you should already have that embedded into your DNA. But anywho, oh, see, y'all always be on some gay stuff. No, that's not gay, Rare. Don't talk about people, okay? I'm trying to do my best not to look at everything with the naughty eyes, but that just so happens to fit the narrative, right? That just so happens to fit into why the fuck we be just sitting here doing stuff, saying any old thing, commenting any old thing, just saying anything. But I want to get to the roots of these situations, especially when we come to the intent. Do you guys get the intent to deliver that I've been trying to get you guys to understand? I know I be looking a little rough, just a tad bit. Hmm. I don't want to get y'all in no trouble. I don't want to get y'all in no trouble, okay? I don't want to get y'all in no trouble. So don't mind me. I just be trying to just get to the roots of these situations. I want to make sure people understand why I'm really paying attention. Because it ain't for the stool being pushed in on the first date. I promise you that. But, if we want to be actual gentlemen, we'll just behave like such and, you know, allow for your head to get cracked open and you just mind your business after that. Is it fair that a woman gets to crack your head open on the first date? Hmm. Now let me stop. But yeah, so that's what happened last night, y'all. And then I have this little special way of getting my movies right and my TV shows. So unfortunately, sometimes I have to go to the actual source of the TV show that I'm trying to you know, share with you all on YouTube. And sometimes they won't let me do it because it's like illegal to do that type of stuff. So I I'd be like, oh fuck. So that's what happened with my Naruto one last night. They had the sound but not the picture. I was like, oh well, that works even better because we know you guys like to watch and not listen or listen and not watch. So how about we just listen and not watch, okay? And then that must have irritated somebody. That must have irritated somebody's soul. But stop Googling people, okay? That is the message of the morning. Do not Google another person. Make sure it's just authentic, approach. You don't need, I promise you, whatever you think you see on that Google is not real, is not true. Even about me, I look at Google and I say, that don't make no sense. That's not even what it is. So that's why I be personally trying to stay away from Google, even when it comes to diagnosis, when it comes to trying to Gemini now, and Gemini gonna spit some real shit to you. Gemini is like having a conversation with a person, right? So, we're trying to get advanced in the way that, we help people to communicate with themselves and others, I guess. I don't know. I really don't really get why it was like really like, yeah, this is the next move we're gonna make is we're gonna introduce AI, right? We're gonna introduce AI and we're going to start to develop when the brains are just not there. Even the most intelligent people, brains are just not grasping what is going on. We're just reacting and responding to the things that's happening outside of our even our solar system. So it's like, y'all, this is why I said the whole planet is in debt, not just this part or that part or that part, because we clearly, as a collective, said, we want this because it's going to help us in some way. hmm That's why I said the intent. Gotta, the intent to deliver is right. Oh, we going? Y'all's driving with me to work. I'm almost at work now. It's been a turn. They keep trying to be relevant when they really are not. It's like I don't know what to do anymore. I just be wanting to go back to sleep. I just want a full 7 to 8 hour rest each and every night. I get my full 7 to 8 hours, no exceptions. And then when things like this happens, you gonna see me, you gonna hear me, you gonna understand. I'm gonna be sitting up here playing around up all night. Be up all night. Don't do that type of stuff. Mhm. And that's his business, right? No, or a little bit of pleasure. But typically, I get my 7 to 8 hours. Sure, I'm gonna be playing around with this. I'm telling you, you got caught in the act. Whew, you're lucky that now I understand what's this whole setting the atmosphere or trying to set the tone for what comes next, right? So we can make it, seem like it's this and it's that and it's this and it's that. But no, it's just really you wanting to be more than you are, just like it's him wanting to be more than he is. It's all these things that helps me to see that, oh, we actually haven't learned anything. So here, let me remind you. Maybe when I get to work, I'll find another 3-year old video and I'll listen to it and I'll share it because that's kind of, important to see that, you know, we'd be quick to say a motherfucker is not themselves. We quick to say a motherfucker is not themselves. But we won't accept the motherfucker for being themselves. That's very interesting, isn't it? Mhm. You want to say a motherfucker is not themselves, but we aren't accepting ourselves. Um, so I want to see a lot more of that. I want to see a lot more of that. I wanted you to coordinate the time and space of which everything was taken from you when you was just done so wrong. And don't say you was thinking you was supposed to be reenacting Pippi Longstocking. Pippi. I watched that movie about a billion and one times growing up. Pippi Longstockings was the thing to be. But as a child, you really don't be paying attention to all the legs cocked open, her whole demeanor. But in my mind as a child, I thought it was the most brilliant thing that she was able to take care of herself. Oh, was in heaven. So I always felt like Pippi was myself. So, and then she was strong, strong, right? And that's probably where that whole thinking that, well, I actually did carry a refrigerator on my back, but that's probably where that courage came from. Like, oh, I could do that because that's how Pippi Longstockings do it, right? So that's kind of where that. stems from too. But I'm like, don't show me things about who you were in the past if it doesn't have anything to do with true talent and drive and ambition, right? Because we can all look at these things. Even me reading this comment that says, should a gentleman push in a stool on the first date, right? You could just look at that as being like, okay, good conversation or whatever. But if we want to deepen it, it could be something more. So don't try to make it seem like, you were always forced to have to look at things in this different type of way. And that's why, you are where you are. That's why things are this way. Because no, you can either see it this way or you cannot. And you can act in this manner or you cannot. You have choices and decisions as being the individual. I mean, the most important individual, as we all have come to think you were. So that's just this is a little bit of my love. This is what happens when I don't get enough sleep, guys. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't get enough sleep last night. You probably can't hear me no more. You probably can't. My mommy called me. Today is her birthday. So you probably can't hear me no more. It's okay because I'm almost to work. And I wanted to bring you guys to work with me. So I was like, oh, well, let me see. What am I supposed to do? Oh my god. Jeez. Talk about pack galore, I mean. Hello. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know. I didn't even know anything. I'm sorry. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. Have a good day, okay?